cool to be able to like give that back. And to just do more of that. I hope there's a lot more of that on this album. That's really what we want. I think, right? You agree with that?
Yeah. And I also just want to thank all of the groups that helped us actually. I mean, there were a lot of Filipinos in the states that were trying to help us promote this. All the DJs, all
Yeah.
the students, even the students would actually come to the shows and would tell me, like, we want to promote your song, we want to help you out. And honestly, all of this wouldn't be possible without their support. And for me, I mean, it's the same with Chris. I lived in the States for 10 years, and you know, did high school, elementary, middle school over there. And honestly, I couldn't believe what I was hearing when Chris told me that those college students actually liked my song because I wanted to be that person when I was younger. I wanted to kind of bridge that gap between OPM and what we have in the states as Filipinos, and just to hear that whatever we have for this album is able to do that, it makes me want to keep going, and it makes me feel like we're doing something right.
He's our flagship. I always tell him he's the tip of the spear. He's the one doing it first. If he does it,
Yeah.
he'll open the way for
It's
other
both of
people.
us. It's both
And
of us.
you know, with you being the first person to, you're like Neil Armstrong. You're gonna be the one that's gonna be, you know what I mean? You got a lot of pressure on you. Do you feel any pressure on you right now? But of course, Options is gonna drop. We'll tell you guys all about when it's gonna be dropping. But okay, the topics on the album, the topics on the songs. What are you touching on? Is it love? Is it about Philippines? Is there a Tagalog song in there? Is there like a English Tagalog fusion there somewhere?
So all the tracks are actually in English, and this is the first time I'm doing this, and I'm glad that I'm able to showcase that side of me with this album. It's very different from my first album, and uh, the song is literally options. Like it's about uh, all the things that you go through. I mean, especially in my life as a young adult, there are certain things that we go through in life, certain decisions, certain options that we have to consider, and uh, each song kind of represents that. I mean, Catching Feelings is about being in a relationship or coming from a relationship and then still finding yourself catching feelings for that person, even if it's not doing any good for you. And then there's Neverland, where uh, you're not supposed to stay in that love anymore, but you just keep wanting it. So it's actually similar to Catching Feelings, but there's love songs in there. I like personally. I
Ride
also
is
like
also that's a different stage.
yeah,
Right?
Ride is
A
yeah,
relationship. That's like the carefree
yeah,
stage.
So
yeah, and then
we,
there's
we are gonna have the members of the press a little later on to ask questions, and with the conversations of relationship and all that, there will be some questions they will be asking. But once again, okay, so the sound is pop, the sound is island, dancehall, R&B. We know it's summertime in the U.S. Is the drop of July 25th for the album, is that designed for, of course, the international summertime? Because here in the Philippines, July is sort of the rainy season for us,
I
right?
think it's
So
June, right?
I
June.
mean June 25th. Yeah, that's right. So with
Um,
that drop,
yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it's just kind of like the pandemic. Obviously, threw things out of whack, right? Without the pandemic, this album would have completed rollout last year. But
yeah,
because of the pandemic, like Inigo said, we were about to shoot the Neverland music video. I think March 15 or something, and then
yeah,
March 12 was the national declaration of the pandemic. So it literally just took the plans and shattered them in a million pieces,
yeah.
like it did for so many other people that are in way more crucial fields. But it's something we dealt with, and as a result, we're rolling it out now in June. And yeah, it is rainy season here, but it is the height of summer, or just getting started in summer in the U.S., which is a lot of where Inigo's new fans are. So I think that's because the
now
album is very summer flavored.
now that the U.S. is open, are you going to be doing
Yeah,
some shows? Are you going to be on tour? Are you going to be touring this album once it drops on June 25th?
I wish that would be
I
dope. I mean,
wish
maybe
that
sometime in
would
the
be
future.
really fun.
It's
Yeah.
still
Hopefully soon,
travel
sometime this
restrictions.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
gonna work
man.
on it. We'll
So
see.
that's something to look forward to for all the fans. Speaking of which, you did mention, so I got to do this, man. Before we get to the meat of the interview, if we haven't gotten there yet, we're going to show you an exclusive preview of the music video, the carrier track of options. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Neverland